What I'm going to talk about today is opening the eyes of your understanding. Now, what are you saying? Does my understanding have eyes? Does my understanding have ears? Does my understanding have limits? Does my understanding have boundaries that cannot and will not be overcome? My understanding is greater than my sight. And this is what we must understand. We must understand that our sight is limited. Our sight is limited to what we see in the natural. And the things in the natural will tell us right now that we are in a horrible time, that the economy has never been as in shambles as it is right now, that people are losing jobs and people are losing homes hand over fist, that people are in dire need right now. Our sight says that we cannot come out of this thing the same way. This coronavirus has rocked our nation and has caused us to suffer beyond our ability to be able to recover. All of these things is what our sight sees. But when you open the eyes of your understanding, you have to look deeper. In the scriptures, Jesus said this all the time. He says, if you have ears, listen. If you have eyes, see this. And what he's talking about is the eyes of your understanding. Now, the eyes of your understanding, meaning, I'm not talking about the eyes, these eyes. I'm talking about these eyes, my mind's eye. The eye that tells me that I am not alone, that I am more than a conqueror, that I cannot be defeated because the greater one lives within inside of me, and that everything that I set my hands to do will prosper. Now, these are the eyes. If I understand these things, then my physical eyes may say one thing, may tell me one story, but the eyes of my understanding is telling me that I cannot be defeated, that I cannot lose, for greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world, and that I am more than a conqueror in every situation. So that means that before the fight even began, I won. I'm a winner in my understanding. If I understand what those scriptures were saying to me, if I understand that the things that I am speaking out of my mouth, even though I see things out of control, but the eyes of my understanding tell me that it's not over yet. And it's not over until I win. It's not over until I become victorious. It's not over because I am a part of a greater power, a power that's bigger than these circumstances, that's bigger than a coronavirus, that's bigger than racism, that's bigger than all of this disarray that's going on all around us. The power that I serve is bigger than all of these things. Bigger. So the eyes of my understanding is saying this. Do not worry. Don't be afraid. In your weakness, God is made strong. The eyes of my understanding is saying this. 1,000 will fall on your left, 1,000 will fall on your right, but not even a hair on your head will be harmed. The eyes of my understanding is saying this, that no weapon that is formed against me will be able to prosper. That I am a king's kid, that I am more than a conqueror in every situation. The eyes of my understanding are telling me, don't worry about what's out there. Don't worry about what you see with these physical eyes. What you have to do is have the eyes of your understanding know that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. That's right. These are principles, and principles don't lie. They point you to the truth. Now, the truth may not be seen, but if you open the eyes of your understanding, you will be the head and not the tail. You will be above and not beneath. You will be the first and not last. According to your faith, it will be unto you. Don't matter what it looks like on the physical. It doesn't matter. Because the true power is in what you believe, is in what you think things will be. The true power is according to your faith. Your faith has made you whole. Your faith has made you well. Your faith has healed you. Your faith has overcome these obstacles that we see in front of us. Your faith. When you open the eyes of your understanding, you are understanding what the scriptures say about you, about who you are, about where you're going, about what you can do if you believe, about moving mountains, about parting Red Seas, about doing miracles. These are our promises. These are the things that are in us, innately in us, if we believe they are. When you open the eyes of your understanding, you can see bigger, clearer, and further. I come to encourage you today. This thing is not over. This may be round 12, 1 minute left, but guess what? You have a force that is greater than your opponent. And your opponent is most of the time lies and fears. And if you believe the lies with these eyes, if you believe the fear, then you will become a victim. Because according to your faith, negative or positive, it will be unto you. But if you listen to your mind's eye and remember what you have read and remember what he has said, you will be an overcomer, more than a conqueror in every situation. I guarantee it. This is Chef Inspire saying, I hope you get this. I hope you got it. Because if so, your life will get better and better. Open your mind's eye, the understanding. You get it? You got it? Good. Have a blessed day.